So, you're starting to dress nice, starting to build your wardrobe, starting to feel like a gentleman. Maybe you're starting to attract compliments for the way you dress. But the last thing you want to hear is somebody say, "Are you going to work?" Ah, man, that just completely kills the idea that you're going for. Well, in this video, I'm going to help you. This one is all about how to not look like you're going to work when you are dressing up. If anything, this is about how to look like the boss of the company, the successful, self-made man. The truth is, a successful man can wear whatever he wants these days, but people still have a fixed idea in their heads of what success looks like. And with these 7 steps, I'm going to tell you how you can dress like that powerful image of success, not the ordinary employee. We've heard all the advice that a man needs a navy suit, a charcoal suit, etc. For now, I want you to forget all about it, because these are the suits that office workers used to wear. These are not the main suits that you're going to wear as a successful young man. Instead, we're going to focus more on odd trousers and jackets that we can mix and match. Not only will it create a completely different aesthetic, but it will also be more versatile and give you more bang for your buck. So I'm going to come back to suits at the end of this video because there is absolutely a way that you can wear them with this style. But just for now, we'll move on to odd trousers and jackets. Before we do that, we do need to build a staple foundation of dress shirts. I would start off with a white dress shirt, a blue dress shirt, a pink dress shirt if you like that, and a blue and white stripe. Get 1 or 2 shirts with double cuffs, that means they'll be worn with cufflinks. But for the most part, you're going to just wear single cuffs because that is more casual. The most important thing here is that your dress shirts fit you immaculately. So it's better to only have 2 or 3 dress shirts that are tailored or custom made for you than go out and buy 7 or 8 that never really fit quite right and don't have you feeling like $1,000,000. Because a big difference between the employee and the boss is that the employee is wearing his clothes begrudgingly, not really making the most of them. But the boss has his tailor's appointments at lunchtime because he knows the power of presentation. Okay, now the fun really begins in building your collection of blazers. The first piece you're going to get is quite a conservative one. That's the navy blazer. But the reason we get the navy blazer first is because it will be so easy to combine with everything else you're going to buy. This needs to be different from a typical navy suit jacket. One way you can ensure this is by choosing interesting buttons. I love the navy double-breasted blazer with gold buttons. This is what the boss wears when he's having a party on his yacht. The second blazer that you get really depends on where you are in the world and the season that you're in. Right now it's winter and I'm in Chicago, so my second go-to blazer is this grey Harris tweed sports coat. This one is very warm, which means I can wear it outside without even needing a coat. So immediately I stand out because everybody else is wearing their parkas, and I've just got this tweed sports coat keeping me nice and toasty. But let's say you live in a hot climate. Maybe you're a young guy making it in Dubai. In this case, a cream blazer is a good option. And again, it's going to be really easy to pair it with all these shirts and trousers that we're going to buy. If you are in a warm climate, make sure your blazer is made of linen, cotton or tropical wool so you can still wear it even when it's very hot. Because wearing a blazer really elevates your style from the employee level to the boss level, so you want to wear it as much as you can. It's a weird human thing, but as soon as somebody removes their jacket, their social status is reduced slightly. After you've got your 2 basic blazers, the world is your oyster and you can really start having some fun. The most recent blazer that I acquired, I'm going to show you right now. This one is from Brooks Brothers. The only reason I'm not wearing this right now is the sizing was just a little bit off and I need to get a different size. But you'll see it has this check pattern, which is very eye-catching. Also got the elbow patches. And when you start wearing jackets like this is when people really start to notice and really want to know, who is that guy? This is definitely not something that a regular Joe wears to the office. Your fun third blazer doesn't have to be check. It could even be a plain color, but maybe you choose a more unusual color that appeals to you, like burgundy or olive green. So for your pants, it's time to get some chinos. I've spoken about these before, and what you want to do is get a few colors that you can mix and match. So obviously you're going to get a couple of conservative colors like navy and khaki. Yes, that's how it's pronounced in the UK. But also you gotta think about what's going to work with those blazers. So in my case, I might want to get a dark red, dark green, and in the summer, a pair of white chinos. And while you're there, pick out some interesting belts that add a little more visual intrigue and help you stand out from the crowd. As well as chinos, I really like dress pants in different wools. I like the pleats, I like high-waisted, I like the side adjusters. These are all things that you don't typically see an office worker wearing. So instantly, it's going to make you stand out. Footwear is going to be a massive differentiator between the guy who looks like he's been forced to dress up and the guy who loves to dress up. Never ever wear running shoes with any of these outfits. You're not a commuter. And even if you are, you definitely don't want to look like one. Loafers are a great choice because it's not something men would generally wear to work. You can even wear them without socks. That's quite a European look. Not so popular in the United States, but you can definitely do it. When it's winter, I would go with some wingtip, brogued boots and some Chelsea boots. Wear these with your wool pants or your chinos, and it adds a flair of style that's very masculine. You should wear some dress shoes too, absolutely, but don't always wear those black Oxfords like every other guy. Keep them for certain occasions, but also add some more interesting styles. Get some brown brogues and get some double monks. Now this is where it starts to get really fun, and you can be as flamboyant or as understated as you want because we're getting into the accessories. The best place to start is with the pocket square. A pocket square does not make any outfit more formal or less formal, it just makes it more interesting. I encourage you to start with a plain white pocket square, and then you can get into more fun, interesting patterns and colors. You will gradually figure it out as you begin mixing and matching these what works and what doesn't. For most pocket squares that have some kind of pattern or color, I recommend going for a puff fold. It's really simple to do and it has the most relaxed and nonchalant look, which is really what we're going for. Then you can decide if you're the type of guy that wants to wear a tie. The tie is no longer a symbol of corporate slavery. It's so rare for an office to require their workers to wear a tie these days that wearing one is actually a power move in the opposite direction. Personally, I love knit ties because they're not something that you see every day. And the way that you wear your tie can also make it more cool and less corporate. For example, I always leave the short end untucked, allowing it to show. Whenever it's sunny, don't be afraid to wear a classic pair of sunglasses with your suit or your blazer, and feel free to include whatever jewelry you like. After all, you're the boss. You can decide if you want to wear bracelets, rings, necklaces, and even piercings. So I promised you we would come back to the suit. Now you've found this new form of style and you're feeling like the boss. It's time to reclaim the suit. You could wear the navy suit for sure, and I encourage you to have one in your closet. But beyond that, don't be afraid to go for something more flamboyant. Personally, I love double-breasted suits. Even though they're not less formal, there's something about them that just shows you love dressing up, you're intentional, and you're proud to wear that suit. You can wear a suit in whatever color and whatever pattern you like. Remember that the suit is yours to have fun with, not something that you're being forced to wear. So don't be limited by the conservative options anymore. Feel free to pick out whatever color and design appeals the most to you. Gentlemen, I hope this video has been useful and inspiring for you. We live in an era where the shackles are off when it comes to menswear. You can wear these things however you want to. And remember that although a blazer, a suit, a tie might have previously been seen as conformist, the opposite is now true. I'm sure you already feel like $1,000,000 when you dress up. And I hope this video has given you plenty of ideas so you can continue with this style and continue to feel great. I want to hear from you in the comments. What is one piece in your closet that you are absolutely loving to wear right now? It's your favorite piece. I want to know where you got it from, how you like to style it, and how it makes you feel when you're wearing it. If you're starting to feel particularly free or rebellious, I highly encourage you to check out my video on 5 rules of style that you should break. These range from the outdated to the downright myth. I'll tell you when it's appropriate to break them, how you can do it, and the aesthetic that it will create. I'm sure you will like that video, so until tomorrow, thank you for watching.